Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to try and keep this quick as possible because I want to film another video and I just want to watch a movie and he wants the music on really loud and I don't want that while I'm filming, so try and compromise and be quick. Today I'm going to be updating you on my 1 month postpartum update and as well as Zaid's update. I'm looking at my notes, I don't really have that much going on. Nothing much has really changed since my last update, which was not that long ago actually, but I'm just going to get straight into it. Let's get on with Zaid first. So Zaid, I think he's getting better, but he did actually end up getting sick not long after filming the 1 week update video. Alina was catching the flu or cold or whatever, a virus essentially, but we caught it on time, so we started giving her Yakult every day and we even got her these toddler vitamins, so we've been giving that to her every day and she ended up getting better. She didn't get worse, so alhamdulillah, that's really good. We tried our hardest for me not to catch it from her and her not passing on to Zaid. In the end, unfortunately, Zaid ended up catching it. His lasted a little bit longer since she can't really give babies anything other than breast milk. So he was really congested. Started off like Alina's, it was clear, snot running down his nose, but then because he continued to get worse, it ended up turning green and, you know, a virus. We did take him to the doctors a week after him getting sick and our family doctor did check him. His throat was clear, his ears were clear and his chest was clear, so he was fine, but yeah, it could have been a virus. But I think he is getting better. It has been over 2 weeks since he got sick. He's still got a runny nose, like not runny, but it's congested here and there, but I think he is getting better now. He makes this really funny sound. It's kind of like the dinosaur in Jurassic World, you know, the I wrote it down, the Velociraptor dinosaur. His name was Blue, I'm pretty sure, or she. So Zaid makes the same sound that dinosaur makes and it's really cute. Because it happens spontaneously, I can never really catch it when he films it, but it's so funny. Just Google the dinosaur on YouTube and maybe it'll come up, I don't know, but yeah, it's really funny. I always giggle every time he makes that sound. He mostly makes it when like he's stretching or something like that, or just like, you know, stirring, but yeah, it's really cute. So when the midwife came to check Zaid and myself, not midwife, sorry, the child health nurse, when the child health nurse came to our house to visit, he literally gained 185 grams in 3 days from when the midwife checked him to when the child health nurse came to visit. Can't remember what days it was unfortunately, but the child health nurse came 3 days after the midwife and he gained 185 grams. And apparently the child health nurse was saying that they expect newborns to gain around that much in a week, and Zaid gained that much in 3 days, so we were very happy about that. Surely now he should be past 3 kilos. We did have a booking to drop into child health nurse clinic next week to check his weight again, but I don't know right now. I am hoping he is at least over 3 kilos. He is growing. He is starting to fit into his 4-0 clothes now. His feet are getting long as well because they fit perfectly in the footsies, whatever you call them, like in his jumpsuits and stuff, so that's really good. He wakes not frequently, he wakes pretty much on the dot when it is time for a feed, every 3 hours, mostly at night time, but daytime I do sometimes have to wake him up. I sometimes let him sleep because I feel bad to wake him up, but maximum is 4 hours that I let him go by without feeding. So this is like a controversial topic that I'm about to say, but if you're watching this, you're probably a hijabi, more than likely a hijabi, so you will understand. But we have booked Zaid, so if you can hear Lena, we have booked Zaid in to get him circumcised. That's that. We've also already arranged for him to have his akikah done. Idris's family is going to be doing all of that in Indonesia, and we're just going to shave his head at home, just us. We were going to have a thing with just family, motorbike, sorry, but we don't have the space, so we're just going to keep it between us and just do it at home essentially. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So today is Wednesday, tomorrow is actually Zaid's actual due date, and also he will be 1 month old as of tomorrow. So I am filming this 1 day early, but I've got my makeup done. I wanted to film this now while I was already dolled up, so I don't have to, you know, doll up tomorrow because I'm not sure if we're going out tomorrow or not. So that's pretty much all that I can think of. Idris and I have noticed that Zaid is a little bit more sookier compared to when Alina was a newborn. Alina didn't really cry that much. She just slept and would cry when she was hungry. We could put her in her swing and she would be all good. But Zaid, he likes to be held a little bit more. He's a lot more clingier. I was trying to write notes, but I guess I just forgot. So yeah, I think that's really it, but if I remember anything whilst editing this video, I'll leave it at the end like I did with my last update video. So now let's move on to me. I wasn't going to mention this because I was a little bit embarrassed, because when I mentioned it in a Facebook mothers group, just getting not advice but more like curiosity, just asking for people's thoughts, someone made me feel like made me feel embarrassed to have even asked or mentioned it. But basically my wound ended up getting infected not long after I'd filmed my 1 week update. But in saying that, I think it was actually already infected even before I filmed it, but I just didn't know, because when the midwife checked it, she said that it was fine and healing fine, but it actually wasn't. I did notice that there was a smell coming from it that was really strange, but I didn't know any better because I didn't experience this with Alina, so I didn't know. In the end, I think I asked Idris to look, or Idris just ended up looking, and he said that it looked infected. So I ended up booking to go see my GP, and she had a look and she actually mentioned the smell. Mind you, I smelt this smell when the midwife checked it last and she didn't say anything, so obviously I'm going to think everything's all good. But my doctor pointed it out straight away, said there's a smell coming from it as well. So yeah, she said it's definitely infected. She put me on antibiotics to take for a week, but fortunately it didn't get better within that week. The antibiotics didn't help, because when I went back again it wasn't better. So my GP took some swab samples done and also put me on 2 more antibiotics, and even got the nurse to put on new dressing on it as well. And then I had to go back 3 days later to get it checked and change the dressing, and it was getting better. I was making a difference, so they put new dressing on there. And today's my last day on my very last antibiotic anyway, and I was dancing this morning with Alina, so I feel like it is getting better. It's not hurting. I was able to move my hips, and I go back this Friday to get it checked again, and fingers crossed it's better and I can relax, because I was very worried. I never experienced infection before, I've never had surgery before either, so I was just really scared. But yeah, so everything's all good. My postpartum bleeding is a lot different to Alina's. I remember when I had Alina, I bled quite heavily and a long time. This time I am still bleeding, but it's not heavy. It's very light, so I don't even have to wear those maternity pads. I can just wear a regular one. My mood has definitely improved from the last time I spoke to you. I believe I mentioned that I was taking it really hard, especially at night times. But yeah, since my child health nurse came to visit us, I've been really good. I don't feel as emotional, but I am still sensitive, but just not as emotional, so I'm able to kind of control my emotions at the moment. But I'm feeling much better. Honestly, not much has happened, I think, because it's only been like 3 weeks. But yeah, that's kind of it. Alina's doing great. Of course, as expected, she does get a little bit jealous if the attention is on Zaid. Like if my mum calls, or Idris's mum calls and they're talking to the baby, she gets a little bit jealous. Or if, you know, I need to feed the baby or I'm talking to the baby, she would want to come and sit with me and interact with the baby or play with me. But she does love him. Like, she really does love him. She always wants to, you know, talk to him, play with him, interact with him. The other day we let her hold him. We don't, like, every time she wants to hold him, it's always at the wrong time. So when she wants to hold him and it's a good time, we let her. So the other day when she was holding him, with our help of course, I was taking photos and you could just really see in her face that she really does love him. So yeah, it's really sweet to see. Idris only has 2 more weeks left until he goes back to work, and I'm hoping we can make the most of it. Both Zaid and I have our 6-week checkup in 2 weeks time, I think, and then he has his child health nurse checkup 2 weeks after that. I'm not sure if I'll do another update video, and if I do, I don't know when. I will collate notes and see how it goes. If there's nothing really interesting to share, then I won't bother. I'll just have to see what happens. So that's that. I know I had a lot of support in the last month, essentially, actually a lot longer than that. Like even towards the end of pregnancy, when I was going through those hospital visits and stuff, I had a lot of amazing support from people I actually do know, and then some new people that are following me, so I really do appreciate that as well. Sammy, you are just amazing. Like I was telling Idris, like, we've only met once and you treat me like I'm just someone that you've known your entire life, and I really appreciate that. I know you're watching, so just want to say that you're amazing, and please move to Perth so I can have a friend, and then Zaid can have a play date with Cairo. Quindez as well, thank you so much. She sent me donuts when I came home from the hospital, and long after I uploaded my birth story, and she sent, not donuts, sorry, she sent me cupcakes. And she's from Melbourne, by the way, and she arranged for some cupcakes to be sent to me as a gift, so thank you so much, Quindez. I really appreciate that. Inshallah one day we can meet, and Alina and your little baby boy can have a little play date as well. Even better, move to Perth as well. Just trying to get everyone to move to Perth. Yeah, so thanks everyone for your support on this pregnancy journey and postpartum journey. I really do appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed, but anyway. Yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to, you know, stay tuned on my boring life. If you want to see more fashion content, then the place to follow is on Instagram. I share way more fashion content over there, but I do want to share more fashion content here as well. It's just I'm still trying to get the hang of things. Being a mother of two was definitely a lot more challenging. I knew it was going to be challenging, but it's a lot more challenging than we thought it would be. But we're getting through. Just be patient with me. Anyway, catch you guys later. I don't know why I keep doing these. It's just, I don't know. Bye.